justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So I'm marching for my sisters, but I'm also marching for myself.
We are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching. Ooh, we are marching in the light of God.
Not only in the state of Arizona, but across this country, we are facing a major challenge. And you and I are here to make a faith-based public witness, because beyond this being a political issue, it is a faith issue. It is at the very core of what it means to be people of faith. We stand for immigrant rights. There are volunteers moving among you, passing out some postcards. We want to send a clear message to Janet Napolitano, Secretary of Homeland Security. We want her to help us call the Obama administration to respect family unity, to restore due process in the immigration enforcement, to also end the use of local police in immigration enforcement that has led to racial profiling.
Today, United Methodist Women gather here with the St. Louis community and in vigils across the country to affirm our concerns for immigrants, particularly women, children, and youth. When the combined force of a powerful nation and powerful commercial interests trample on human rights of people without power, people of faith must stand up and speak out. Today, you stand just where our churches must stand, against oppression, for the love of God and neighbor, and with those who cannot stand up for themselves. This is a particularly urgent moment as we witness in Arizona the signing of a law that will criminalize immigrants in the state of Arizona and lead to virtual pass laws and legalized racial profiling. As people of faith, we must proclaim that this is not just.
I live in Harlingen, Texas, in the border region, which is part of the Southwest Texas Conference. My family is one that can say that we did not cross the border. The border crossed us. Yet today, we experience the construction of walls and a militarization that divides families and peoples who have had roots on both sides of the border for many, many years. As an organization with particular concern for women, children, and youth, we have been alarmed at how a broken immigration system is also breaking up families. As women of faith, we will continue to stand up until there is justice.
Well, immigration affects what is happening to one group of people affect all of us. I have always understood and knew what racial profiling was because my brothers, even when they were teenagers, were affected by racial profiling. They would be picked up for driving because they were black. And now seeing that is not just an African-American young man, anybody that is not white can be picked up, and it's just wrong. I don't know any other way to say it, but it's just wrong for people to assume that you're going to do something bad or there's some bad behavior because of the color of your skin or how you speak or where you come from. and everybody wants the same thing.
What 1070, which is now law, has done is hold up the very worst of discrimination and blatant hatred in Arizona. It is anti-immigrant, it is anti-humanitarian, and it is anti-civil rights. And you and I know that it stands contrary to our Judeo-Christian faith values. As people of faith, we're called to hold up God's own witness of justice. Sacred Scripture consistently calls us to walk with our immigrant brothers and sisters in compassion and in love.
We're all here to make a new start, to make this country our new home. The decision to leave your own home country and come to the U.S. is not an easy one. Why would anyone choose to leave everything they know? Language, culture, people, political and healthcare systems, and everyday life in general, for something they might have only seen on TV? Just like my family, they choose to leave their homes because a vital component in their life is missing, such as safety, food, the ability to work. My parents would not have made the choice to come to the United States if there was 1 ounce of hope that they could provide for me and my sister with safety, education, and freedom to follow our dreams.
Migration issues have really are so complex. They are complex in that I think there is so much about the whole question of power and domination, and it's less of security actually. I mean, because I always argue that if it was about security, then I think it would work the same way if people like, let's say, from the US wanted to go to Africa. Then they should also be treated the same way. But most of the times people from the US can go wherever in Africa. But for us coming here, it becomes more. So it's about power, control, and greed, for me, much more than it is for security.
We do not want a country filled with hate. We want a country that recognizes that we are all God's children with rights, basic human and civil rights. And as people of faith, we want to hold up the vision of one family,